Hi, welcome to another edition of Quickly Painting Your Walking Dead box set with the Army Painter. Once again, we're painting Carl, and once again, we're starting with the tanned flesh to give us that good base coat. We're going to end up doing 2 thin coats of the tanned flesh in order to get a good solid base. To cover his hoodie, we're using the Dragon Red, thinned down with some water to give us a smooth finish. We're going to use 2 coats of the Dragon Red before we're done here. Now, to the pants, we're going to use the ultramarine blue, similar to the other jeans that we've done in some of the other videos. Again, thinned down, we'll end up doing 2 coats of the ultramarine blue. And here you see we'll come back and do our second coat of the Dragon Red. Okay, here we've got a mix of the tanned flesh and the barbarian flesh, just to give it an additional grain, keeping Carl very light skinned, so we're just going to paint it all around except for in the deep recesses. Okay, on the pants now we're using just the crystal blue. Again, putting it on everywhere. This is going to lighten his jeans up, and we're putting it all over the jeans except in the deep recesses and in the dark shadow areas, like down between his legs. We're leaving that as the ultramarine blue. Now here what we're doing is we're taking the pure red and again thin down a little bit, and we're going to just hit all of the high points of the hoodie, leaving the deep recesses the Dragon Red, and again across the arm, everywhere, just to give it that definition that there's multiple tones here. Now we're taking just the barbarian flesh, hitting all the high points of his face, the cheeks, the face, top of his nose, and just trying to blend it in really well. His hands, his fingers, leaving the shade in the deep or leaving the previous colors in the deeper recesses. Okay, painting the gun black. Be very careful around his hand. You don't want to mess up the work you've already done. Okay, right here I've taken the red tone and just run it up the zipper, just to give it that deep red definition. Oak brown on his hat. We're going to go all the way around the hat, including underneath the brim of the hat. Be very careful. Again, you don't want to mess up anything you've already done. Leather brown on the shoes, and again, all these paints have a little bit of water added just to smooth them down. So just remember to keep mix them. You'll get a better flow. We're going to do his belt and the gun holster, again all in leather brown. Come back and highlight those in a little bit. And usually 2 coats and we should be good coverage. Again with the oak brown, making sure we have a good coverage. Okay, here I've taken the leather brown and just mixed in a little bit of white to lighten it up, and we're just going to do some edge highlights to really give the definition to the different pieces of the bullets along the belt, and all we're doing is just painting a little line down them just to let you know, hey, these are here. Nothing spectacular, just to give it that definition, that little extra bit of pop that makes it show up. Again, highlighted shoes with the same color, very carefully going around the edges. You use that same leather brown to highlight the hat. We're going to go around the the brim of the hat with it just to give it a highlight, the top portions of the hat just to show the folds where light might be reflecting off of it. Using the thinned down version of the dark wash. Took the dark wash in about 50-50 with water just to thin it down, and painted it over the shoes, the belt, and his hat. Again, we don't want to erase everything we've already done. We're just trying to, put the wash in and get in the different areas. Did something a little different here. Rather than painting the whole hoodie with the dark wash, I went ahead and just specifically painted in the deep recesses. I didn't want to lose the tones that we've already created, but this will really make those deep recesses darker and shade them in really nicely. So just using a smaller brush, just went around everywhere I wanted in the deep recesses, just putting in the dark tone. Especially down in the folds, especially where his elbow is cocked and under his arms, you really want to make sure you make those a little darker. Okay, to do the skin, took the soft tone wash, and again about 50-50 with water, and just get it in all around the skin. It'll help tie everything together. Okay, here using gunmetal to edge the gun, just the highlights around the edges, around the trigger guard. Okay, to start the ornament on the hat and the shield, we're going to start with weapon bronze. It'll cover the darkness of the oak brown really well, and will allow the greedy gold that we're going to put on it a little bit to stick a little better. Painting the base black, as we've done with the others. Blue tone wash on the pants. Again, don't let it pool, but get it all the way around, get the pants really good. This ties the two colors together, sits in the recesses, really makes it look good. Okay, here we're putting the greedy gold on. Just carefully go around, just covering up the weapon bronze, and it really helps the gold to stick and shine better. The gold doesn't cover the darker colors as well, so the weapon bronze really helps that gold to stick out. Finishing off the base. And here to do the strings for the hoodie, I started with the pure red with a little bit of white mixed in, painted down the strings, then a little bit more white on the strings, and to the final point of just pure white on the strings, just so they don't glaringly stand out, but they do stick out on the miniature so you can see it. And here he is, he's all finished. Carl was a lot of fun to do. He's very simple, he's very small miniature. Again, when he's mixed in with the rest of them, he'll look really good on the tabletop. Hope this has helped. Tried a few different techniques and a lot of different colors. Like this video and have a great day.